Okay, now, a little more time has gone past than I intended for me to work on this bottle project some more, but it was the holidays and I was sick and blah blah blah, the usual excuses, so I will not bore you into a coma. Now, there's some other bits and bobs here that I have left over from other projects, even little bitty scraps. Not only that they can be handy, but sometimes they're niftier because they're little bitty scraps. And let's see, some ink here, a little bit of boysenberry, just to give that exciting look. So, ancient, mysterious artifact. Cover from maybe one of Indiana Jones' adventures, or the Relic Hunter's Adventures. I loved that TV show. And anybody who gets the reference, big plus points to you. Now, more decoupage where it will look good, or hopefully look good. Now I'm thinking I should have waited and put my skull on last, but that's the great thing about printouts, is that you can always print out some more. There, I can fix it here. Yeah, so the curve of the paper is close to the curve of the skull. Looks that much niftier. And then another little piece of paper here. This time I think I will use burgundy instead of boysenberry, so they won't all be exactly the same and boring and put people into a coma. Ooh, and this looks more like bloodstains. Although actual bloodstains turn all kinds of funky yellow and green shades. Something a lot of people don't realize, but like if you're making props, you usually do red because people think of red and blood and yeah, so on and so forth. And here we go. This strip here, more offcuts, but that just doesn't quite do it. On the other hand, this green bit and this soap wrapper, they kind of speak to each other, so I'm going to put them aside together till I find some niftiness for them. I have here some bits of paper that I have in fact painted so that it looks like it's metal. But there again, I don't like the raw paper edge showing, so I'll turn it away, and yeah, we'll have a little more burgundy here. I painted this paper to look like aged brass, so it's a bit it's distressed looking. I like distressed things. It's a good symbol for life. You go through life and you get distressed, but it's okay because it's a design element. Whether it's your life or your art, decoupage bottle looks that way because by golly, you meant it to. So always remember that, and then I'll have to hold this down for a couple minutes while the glue sets. I'm going not quite down to the bottom of this glass vase. Almost, but not quite. So, keep a little bit of the glass visible. There's also a little bit of the nasty plastic color on there still, but it doesn't really want to come off. So, I don't feel like getting in an argument about it. How would this be? Would cover up Mr. Skull. thinking I need to do that, but on the other hand, if I tear it some more, I mean, this is paper after all, and this is leftover Christmas wrapping paper, so it's not like it's valuable. Tear a bit here, tear a bit there. And color the edges. Also, coloring the edges gives it more of a feeling of depth. This is canary yellow originally, but it's gotten a bunch of green because I didn't clean my stamps off between times. It doesn't bother me, and I actually like it this way. But if you're fussy about keeping your colors pure, it's something to think about. Okay, here we go with the glue stick now. Oop, yep, there we go. That's why I keep this plastic mat on the cabinet top, because, face it, I'm messy. I mean, that's just a fact. Yeah. It just makes life a lot easier. We can just be messy and not have to fuss and worry about keeping everything tidy. Oh, that's starting to look really nifty now. I've got one tag here, one metal tag, but I want to put something on the other bit of wire too. So, for once, I'm actually going to remember to put the top on the glue stick. Very fundamental, something I forget all the time. So now, pretty much every time I go by the store, I buy a new glue stick because I know I'll need one sooner rather than later, given my habit of forgetting to put the top on. Now, it's a little bit big, because I do have some charms and such. I mean, even if you mostly work with found objects, that doesn't mean that it's cheating or anything. If you decide, hey, I'd like a few regular objects, or objects I went and bought at the store type objects instead.